Hi everyone! We'll begin this week's self-care challenge, which will be focused on a theme of strength, by practicing a breath practice known as alternate nostril breathing. So before we begin, just a couple things to note. It's best to do this practice with clean hands because we will be touching our face. And if you are stuffy or at all congested, then instead of practicing this way, you can just take this time to sit and do some deep breaths, some complete breaths, to center yourself instead of trying this practice out. Additionally, if this practice makes you feel at all any type of anxiety, or you just are reacting that way to it, then please don't do it and just continue with some deep breathing. But the benefits of alternate nostril breathing can be reduction of stress, reduction of anxiety, and may even give you a little bit of energy, although everybody is different, so you might experience it in a different way, maybe even from time to time that you do it. So to begin, you can begin just sitting comfortably. You can be in a chair, or you can be on the floor, but we're going to be using our right hand, and we're going to be using our thumb and our pointer fingers. It's possible just to use one finger, but I like to use these two. Feel free to play around with that though if you want to change it up. But we will be breathing in a pattern of counting to 4 through each side of our nostrils. We're going to be holding our breath for a count of 4 and then releasing. Okay, so to begin, we'll just start with a couple of deep, full breaths before we start the practice. Maybe 3 deep, complete breaths on your own. And just focusing your attention inward and feeling the breath travel up from your belly to your ribs and all the way up to your chest. And feeling on the exhale that breath travel all the way back down. We're going to hold up our right hand and use our thumb to block our right nostril, inhaling to a count of 4 through the left nostril. Holding the breath here for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to take our pointer finger and block our left nostril and exhale through the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling here, holding the left nostril, 1, 2, 3, 4. Blocking off the right side, exhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Blocking the left nostril and exhaling through the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So taking that pattern of breath in your own rhythm, let's do that for 4 breaths. And after your last exhale, on that right side, you can let it go. Let the hand relax down to the lap or the legs. You can release that breathing practice and just breathe naturally, feeling the breath breathe as it does. You can close the eyes for a moment and just turn your attention inward. to see what that practice may have left with you, if there's anything to notice. We'll inhale together through the nose and exhale with a big letting go sigh, releasing that practice. So thank you. I invite you to give that practice a try this week and see how it goes, and I look forward to hearing from you about it. Thank you. We're now going to move into the yoga portion of our practice, which will be a warrior flow and a warrior sequence. Warrior poses are really great for helping us to develop and strengthen our own sense of inner strength, and also to practice and develop willpower. So this can be done anytime throughout the day, but let's begin. So we're going to start in a mountain pose at the front of our mat. If you don't have a mat, you can do it on the floor. You don't really need a mat, but I have one, so I have it out. We're going to step to the front of our mat into our mountain pose, taking a moment to look down at our feet, make sure they're about hip width apart, which usually is about 2 fists, so you can check it out. Planting your feet, all corners of the feet into the mat evenly, feeling grounded in this posture. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling the shoulders down. Extending, opening the palms, extending the thumbs out so that your arms are very active. So although this is quite a simple pose, it's a very active, very intentional pose. So breathing a few breaths in this mountain pose where we'll begin. We're going to inhale here. On the exhale, the left leg will step back into a lunge pose. So we'll take a moment to look down and make sure that our right knee is over our right ankle. The left leg will pivot down, the heel will come to the earth, and then you'll bend deeply into that right knee. So taking a moment to find a good posture for you. Might have to adjust your stance. Hips will come forward. Our arms will inhale and sweep overhead, palms actively facing one another. Breathing in here, this is our warrior one pose. It's a very strong pose and a very active pose. Taking a few breaths here in warrior one. Inhale, exhale, we'll open our arms to the side. Palms will come down, stance might deepen a little bit or widen. And then our gaze will look right over our right hand and our fingers. Feeling an active core, feeling strong active legs. And taking a moment to breathe here in your warrior two, or your side warrior. Inhale, our right arm will come up, left arm will sweep down our back leg, gazing over the right hand, up at the right hand, and feeling a gentle side bend on the left side, finding our peaceful warrior. And taking a few breaths to feel this posture. Breathing up back to warrior two. Inhale, exhaling back to peaceful warrior. So taking a few moments just to move and breathe on your own. Maybe in a slower or a faster rhythm than I'm moving. And just being mindful to sync the breath and the movements. After a few breaths, we'll turn our body to face forward. We'll step the left foot to meet the right. And we'll stand in this warrior pose just to pause, or this mountain pose where we began. Just to pause for a moment, eyes can close. Seeing if there's anything to notice after moving and breathing, and after experiencing what can be a very powerful and very strong posture. We're going to come over to our other side. So from that mountain pose again, where we began, we're going to inhale here. On the exhale, the right foot will step back into a lunge, pivoting that foot back and planting the heel, bending the left knee. Hips facing forward. Inhale the arms up overhead, palms actively facing one another. Warrior one. Breathing here. Inhale, exhale, opening the arms out to warrior two, gazing over the left hand. Looking back to make sure your right arm is level with the front. Inhaling here. Feeling strong. Knowing that you have the inner strength to do anything you need to do. Inhale, arm up to peaceful warrior. Gaze up. Feeling a side bend in the right side of the body. Inhaling back to warrior two. And again, moving and breathing in your own rhythm on this side. And after a few breaths, we'll face our body forward, step the right leg to meet the left, and then we'll end in mountain. So just taking a moment, closing your eyes, finding some stillness. Hands can come to your heart, and just taking a moment to thank yourself and send yourself some gratitude for taking this time for self-care, and also for honoring your own inner strength and your own capacity for strength. Inhaling through the nose, this love and this kindness to yourself, and exhaling it out to release it into the world. With a big letting go breath. Eyes can open. You can stretch in a way that feels good. And I invite you to try that practice a couple times during the week, just to see if it helps you feel strong, like it does for me. So thank you very much for practicing with me. Bye.